Well, we've been focusing a lot on media ops. It's kind of our new offering. It combines a lot of different elements from like kind of the full life cycle of how people would like maybe plan for their resource utilization. And a big part of that, and a fairly unique part of that, is how we manage transponder space. I mean, as we all know, transponder space is both kind of a capacity-based resource, which is kind of resource scheduling we've done for a long time, but that capacity also has a locational need. And so in the new Media Ops platform, when we create, let's say, what we call a transponder plan that we say for a 36 meg slot or transponder, for example, we can choose to slice it and dice it in different ways based on slot sizes. So we could say, you know, this plan on the 36 meg transponder is going to do 18s across it, 9s across it, and then maybe I want to only have 4.5s on the top or then 3s on the bottom. And what's really important about this is that from a scheduling standpoint, we need to know not only how much of that transponder we're using, but where in that stack it is. Now we can do things in a very symmetrical way, like I just described, but we also can do it in a more ad hoc way, where if we didn't want it to be so rigid, we can of course manually adding slots with whatever the starting frequency and the ending frequency is, so that when we do those bookings, we're going to check all of the slots that we overlap and make sure that nobody else is encroaching on that space. And we can even do more like dynamically for like a VSAT booking where, you know, maybe it's not like a rigid allocation, and as the feed is changing based on bit rates and stuff, that we can make sure that we can allocate that space as well. So it's a very unique, I think, offering. Also, the fact that Data Miner is not just a scheduling tool, but also has hooks into the actual gear that we're using. We can have this feedback both from a scheduling perspective as to as live, you know, so we can see sort of that as engineered and as is sort of look, which is, you know, sort of a unique offering that we have.